There we go. Now it's finally saying I'm live. Had a minor issue there. Sometimes like the code will change and I have to copy and paste it into Streamlabs. I already want to put this hair up. Damn, a couple of you were here like 15 minutes early. Hi, Sticks. You're calling 24th and 5th place? Okay. 1985 Twilight Zone. I have not seen that since it was originally on. But I'm always hearing good things about it, so it must have been good. I just don't really remember it. Hi, Ryan, if you're still here. Always love this channel. Oh, cool. You must be new to the streams. I don't think I've seen you before. Okay, that's weird. My hair did something weird there. Let me. Still working on my hair. Let's see. Cooking with. Hi, Artie. Cooking with Dina, as in you're cooking while watching my stream. I predict Dina 50 people this stream. I wish. I wish my art streams got that kind of audience. If I was doing Silent Hill, I might possibly get that many. Hi, Robert. Sorry I haven't been here for a couple weeks. Last week I was not feeling great, and I don't know what it was, but I was having stomach problems and I was just not feeling fully awake. You know what I mean? You know how when you're just not feeling well, that was me last week. And the week before that I had a family thing to go to, so I think I've only been off 2 weeks. Not really cooking, but writing a cookbook and trying to reconstruct the lost recipe from 2 years ago. Not stomach pain so much as stomach problems. I'm trying to be delicate here. I was also just feeling kind of just super tired and kind of bleh, and like sometimes like it takes me a while to wake up, and for a while I was thinking that was all it was, but it was just not. I didn't feel fully awake until like long after the stream would have ended, so it would have been a rough stream. It's Lowe's raspberry. I have nothing to say to that. Oh, let me change this to live chat, because once in a great while I'll miss a message otherwise. It's only happened like once that I know of, but that was awkward. There are always cat videos. Yeah, I guess so. Let me get the music started here. You know, the soundtrack to the Transformers series came out recently, and a lot of people have been uploading it to YouTube. I'm almost tempted to play that, but I don't know if there would be copyright issues. There might be. It is like a, yeah, there probably would be. I was halfway tempted to play that, especially since like Transformers is one of the biggest inspirations for Cybercat. Where do I want to start with the music? Oh yeah, I think last time I played, I just went straight to Panzer Dragoon Saga and Castlevania Bloodlines. I think I'll do that again. Let me pop out this chat first. Oh, also let me, thank you patrons, but we don't need to see this list all day. Where, there it is. Bink. Okay, let me pop out this chat. I'm at the point where I really need music now. Hurry the fuck up and do this shit. Pop out chat. There it is. Okay, now I can move Winamp over here. The volume should be good. I don't think I changed it from the last stream, but let me know if anything is... Let me know if it's too loud or too quiet even. It's actually too quiet for me. I think I had, yeah. Not too many people in the chat yet. Will I review Silent Hill Ascension? I already did a video about it. It's not really a full review. It's just kind of a... It's just kind of a, like a little... I don't know, I did a short video about it. I have some of my caffeinated drink, hopefully it'll... Oh, music got louder. My caffeinated drink, hopefully it'll perk me up a little bit. Not too many people in the chat yet. Or at least the chat's not very active, I should say. Sprite. You know, I used to like Diet Sprite. I haven't had it in ages. That might be a good thing to try again. Dina just needs to draw more Sekis to attract viewers. Should I know what that is? Yeah, during one of my previous weight loss attempts, I used to drink a lot of Diet Sprite. Not a lot, but you know, I used to keep it around. And I don't know, I don't particularly like Diet Coke, but I remember Diet Sprite being pretty good. I've also heard that like there are a couple brands of Diet Root Beer that are surprisingly good. Who make that? What? Who makes Diet Sprite? I don't know. Whoever makes regular Sprite. Assuming that's what you mean. Well, I was hoping for the chat to be a little more active by now. I guess people are a little bit late. Well, Diet Coke is better than regular Coke. Any type of Pepsi or any other cola, interesting. Still might have cocaine. Yeah, my issue with diet soda is that, like, you know, artificial sweetener, you have to use less of it because it just has that chemical taste, and you just have to deal with whatever you're putting in it to be less sweet. And they don't do that with soda. They try to make it as sweet as regular soda, and it just doesn't taste that good. I'm sure it's probably an acquired taste. Diet Coke is bad for the stomach. Oh yeah, artificial sweeteners can be rough on your stomach. I've had that issue with sugar-free chocolate before. There actually is a drink called cocaine. I thought you were referring to Coke when you said that. Interesting. Well, I guess I'll just get started. Let's see. Well, let me show you the mistake I initially made with this guy. I originally, rather than having, where did it go? The original inked version looks, not including the colors, the original inked version looks like that. I just went ahead and like colored this part of his cape black, and I'm like, oops, I should have done that with the lining instead. So I just kind of added it in post. It's a good drink mixer, huh? Okay. Legacy of my New York party youth. I don't remember if Special Iron said he might be late this time. I don't think he did. I know sometimes he can be late because of his job. Okay, that's right. I'd start with nope. I forgot how to Photoshop. There we go. How big do I need that to be on the screen? I guess bigger would be better. Excuse me. Okay, let me, I forgot to put my tablet over here, or whatever this is called. Tablet, yeah. Oops, where's my pen? Whoops. I thought I was so... There it is. I thought I was so ready for this stream. Okay, wait, let me use the mouse for this part. I should probably bring up the reference image that I used for this, even though I think it's in that folder. Comic references, there he is. In case anyone's curious. Here's the image I used as reference. So, I don't know if I'll keep the shading exactly as it is here. The shading's a little flat, but I don't know, maybe not. Hey, Living Corpse. There we go. Hopefully more people will start showing up now. When the corpse lives, it's a party. Ew. What am I having? There we go. Ah, sorry. It's gonna be one of those streams, isn't it? I thought about, I should probably hide the eyes, shouldn't I? There we go. Not decide what thickening method to use on the soup, so I'm listening to So I'm listing two with yolks and with roux. Ah, yeah. Those should both work. I don't normally make gravy from scratch, but I've made roux once or twice. Don't need too much shading on this kid. I mean, I don't know. I suppose dramatic shading wouldn't be a bad idea for this image, but I just don't feel like it's necessary. Favorite songs. It's from one of the first. I guess I could have colored in this kid's eyebrows a little bit. Maybe I'll just add it directly to the skin layer once I'm totally finished with it. Am I done with shading? Oh, maybe some on the hand would be a good idea. Just going to add a little bit of highlight now. It doesn't need too much, just like on the tops of those fingers. Cheeky cheeks. Oh, actually that one doesn't need it. The face is kind of shaded on that side. More on his ear. And his nose. How does that look? Pretty good. Let me zoom out a little bit. It works. Oh, I also gotta put some lips on him, don't I? That's gonna be interesting. I guess I could put that on a new layer. Let me finish. I'm not sure how exactly I'm gonna do this, but let's see. I kind of have an idea. that's selected. That's kind of how I do my eyebrows. You put it all here and then you just sort of blend outward. I guess that's how I learned to do it. And I like how it looks, so he could have a little more, his face is a little more shaded on this side. He can have one more eyebrow there. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that works well enough. I need to figure out what to do with this kid's lips, though. Actually, he could use a little more shading on that side of his face. Where's the darkest shading? Oh, it's right there, actually. Yeah, that makes sense. In fact, you should have that dark. Whoops. Let's try it. Whoops. Okay, why didn't it? Hello? Must have tapped on the canvas more than once. Wasn't sure why it didn't let me undo it there. I'm finding there's actually a little more shading on him in the original picture than I realized. So I'm adding that now. Not used to drawing small children. It's a little different than adults. Yeah, in fact, that's a little more prominent there. Okay, let me get caught up on the chat real quick. It just works. Are you quoting me saying that? He's staring back at us. He's staring at himself. Had to get new cards because of identity theft? Oh shit, that sucks. I'm sorry. Oh, hey, Oblivious. I'll get up to your comment in just a second. Yeah, I've had people somehow get a hold of my bank card info, but I've never had anyone like steal all of my credit cards. That's fucked up. Some Chinese company buying their own stuff through Amazon and sending it to me. Oh wow, weird. Make room for more products? That's weird. I've never heard of that before. Just chilling, watching Dina do the art thing. Not the first time it's happened even? Wow. Yeah, Temu sucks. Don't ever buy from them, if any of you ever thought about it. Lips. That should have just called it lipped. And I don't know what color this should be, just kind of a pinky color. Honestly, I'm probably going to make it semi-transparent anyway. So it almost doesn't matter the color too much. Oh, there's Special Iron. Thanks for the hearts. I should have known. As soon as I saw hearts at the corner of my eye, I knew you had shown up. Of course, I can always tweak the color. This might look weird at first, so just bear with me. Trust the process. This kid's gonna probably look like he's wearing lipstick at first. Oops. Oh, that really does look that really does look wonky. Let me just get the shape of it right, and then I'll worry about making the colors look better. Okay, now let's see. Multiply isn't quite right. Color? Wait, where's color? No, that's not right. Let's see. I'm just trying to figure out what I'm trying to do here. Overlay? Oh, that doesn't work. Just throw shit at the wall and see what sticks. Color. Nope, that doesn't look right either. Okay, I guess we're going to go with multiply and just kind of tweak it until it looks right. Excuse me. That looks a bit better. Let me even just kind of soften the edges a little bit too. That's gotta look better from a distance, right? That little Cupid's bow looks weird. I think I'm just gonna there we go. Okay, let me go back and add a little bit more shading. Oops. Skin. Because I'm looking at the original image and he's got a little more shading here. Okay. Probably gotten way behind on the chat now. I'll check it in a second. All right. I need some highlight there. And also some there. Whoa, not that much. Oh, I already forgot what. I don't remember what color I used. If I used white, but really blended the shit out of it. I could have used semi-transparent white. I'm dumb. Well, this is working out okay, I think. I think that works. And bring back the glowing eyes. Okay. finally made it in. Sorry I'm late. Work's getting later. Thanks, Special Iron. It happens. Temu is working really hard to sell itself. Yeah, I know. I especially hate when I see it sponsoring YouTubers. Spam a the hearts moment. Give it away or have a half off sale. Yeah, I know. That's really weird. I've never heard of that before. And this boy is staring at his own reflection. Yeah, I mean, if your eyes were glowing, you'd be staring at your own reflection too. No, he's literally just looking at himself in the mirror because he's noticing that his eyes are glowing, that his hand has mechanical details on it. I'm late because of working hours are later due to tourist season. Ah, it's going to get unfortunately worse in a few weeks. Oh, that's a bummer. Yeah, well, the dark eyes were just kind of like a background to put the shine over. Yeah, they do sell hard. It's a tray you're looking at Bastion in the mirror gate, isn't it? No. Wonder if 3D printers will get to the point that it can make standees. I don't know why they couldn't. They're getting increasingly cybernetic. Yeah, exactly. Probably got way behind on the chat. Well, I'm here, so pretty much. Digging the PDS soundtrack. Yeah, I got a little tired of the other music, so I'm like back to playing Panzer Dragoon and Saga and Castlevania Bloodlines, and then if I have time, I play the others. You're a cat, Harry. He's not becoming a cat. Yeah, obviously you didn't see them until I unhid them. Knew I shouldn't have eaten those uranium capsules. So here's oh, well, I'm still on the first thing, but I'll show you guys something funny in the second panel. I mean, if I take out the coloring and the eyes, these two kind of look like Frieza. That was completely on accident. I didn't notice it till I'd finished the drawing, scanned it, looked at it on my computer, and I'm like, holy shit, they look like Frieza. Actually, maybe Lee pointed that out first. I don't remember. But yeah, that's kind of a funny coincidence there. That was definitely not what I was going for. I've never drawn biomans without hair, so. Or in her case, really short hair, I guess. Actually, both of them have really short hair, but yeah. That blonde woman sort of reminds me of Scarlet from Final Fantasy VII. Oh yeah, I can kind of see it. Or even Elena a little bit. She has hair a little bit like Elena, I think, but longer. I don't know. Oh yeah, for anyone who came in late, here's the reference image for the boy looking in the mirror. Not sure why I gave him long sleeves. I think I just imagined him having long sleeves, so I just kind of stuck with that. Also, you know, I don't have to worry about any kind of transition to the mechanical details. As his joints are covered up to where his hand starts. Or finally get to the cyber part of Cybercats. I know! I'm like, I was so happy when I realized that this is the closest thing left to a regular person I have to draw for the rest of this fucking comic. And in fact, I think, let me see, this is page 5, 6, 7. Okay, page 8 is when Falcor shows up. So I have to do 2 more pages before Falcor shows up. And those pages are going to be a bit of a pain because I'm going to have to draw buildings and shit again, but I'm almost getting to the fun part of this comic, finally. I remember when one of Frieza's forms being over 1 million in power level was a big deal, and that wasn't even his final form. Yeah. Yeah, it is a cute picture. You gave him long sleeves because your subconscious realized better avoid copyright infringement? Nah. I do like to make little changes though from the images I used as reference just for creativity's sake though. My heavens, I'm head to head. Okay, now for the hair. Oh, Soul's asleep on the bed. He looks so cute. Sparehead 2 gets to catch up on his updating. Sparehead 3 having a different accent was a funny little gag. I wonder if those 2 cows got cyber as well and thought, let them try to enslave us now. I imagine it happened to all animals on Earth to some degree. Whoops. I was trying to hit Control Z and I hit Control X. And now I fucked up the history. There we go. Shady cows. You all are still talking about the fucking cows from like 2 pages ago. Or no, was it 2 pages? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, the previous one was people praying. Curious about the bottom panels. I haven't seen it yet. Oh, yeah. Sorry, you came in late, didn't you? Here, I'll show you really quick. So there we go. I don't know if this is going to work out, but I always imagined the Catatronia having different colors. Like I always imagined the sky being a little more purple and the grass a little more turquoise and the dirt gray or black if it's mud, I guess. So I don't know if that's going to work out, but for now I'm trying it. And I'll so here's how the narration goes. All was not lost for the races of men. Whatever unseen hands shape our destinies allowed us a rebirth. This bit's my favorite part. I love this prose here. And our former humanity was shed. Flesh was traded for metal, and we survived. That's like my favorite line in the whole fucking comic. Some good prose there. I don't know what it is about it, but it's so good. It makes me mad that my writer ghosted me. But we were no longer alone. Evolution is not without a sense of irony. And the next image on the first image on the next page is going to be Image of Catatronians confronting Biomens. And the caption is going to be, perhaps it was a reminder of our former arrogance. Those we once ruled became our equals. So I actually get to draw Cybercats in the next, well, Catatronians in the next page. The race is called Catatronians. The group of Catatronians we follow in the story are called Cybercats. There's a whole thing about terminology in this series. People are going to be, either they're going to latch onto it and like it, or they're going to hate it. Cyber Cow, the spin-off series. 2 pages ago and a year and a half ago. Oh, come on. More like a couple months, I think. I hope only a couple. Cyber Milk. I sling your bloody hook. Come on, clear off. I didn't even remember that he said that. I'm starting to think it might be about time for me to watch Red Dwarf again, because I haven't seen it in years and I'm starting to forget things. What the hell happened to Earth if the sky is purple? Well, the moon collided with it and that somehow made the sky purple. I don't know. I'm not a scientist. Yeah, everything those 2 priests gave up and said, screw it, God's not interested. Pretty much. Alright, Styx, thanks for stopping by. The final line for some reason sounds like something that Spock would say, and I can't even think why. That's the final line on this page. Evolution is not without a sense of irony. I guess I could imagine Spock saying that. But yeah, not to go on about it for too long. This bit, I just love this, how this is worded. I think it's the line "flesh was traded for metal," because that's such a nice poetic way of kind of explaining what happened without going into all the scientific shit. I don't know, our skin became metal, whatever. But it sounds cool, you know, and I think people would, hopefully people would read that and just be like, okay. Kind of like how Gundams are mobile suits, but not all mobile suits are Gundams. Yeah, like that. I imagine the collision would have done something to the atmosphere. It's possible for it to be a different hue. That's kind of my thought. Initially, Catatronia was just its own planet, and it took a while for me to figure out that, oh, it should be Earth in the future. That simplifies things a lot. So I'm just like, after the Earth hit the moon, after the moon hit the Earth, it just like changed the atmosphere. The evolution line, yeah. Now I have an image of Diana interrupting Falcor's narration with, "Don't give me that Star Trek crap, it's too early in the morning." God damn it. I always imagined her sounding like Kathleen Turner, if you want to like imagine it in her voice. I definitely took some artistic license with this kid's hair, because in the original image, his hair is so soft it basically doesn't have any kind of texture to it, and I had to kind of make it look a little more interesting. He looks a little bit scraggly, but he looks a little more interesting that way. Thought I was gonna burp, I guess not. There it is, excuse me. Excuse me, damn. Sorry, I have heartburn. It makes me hiccup sometimes. Oh, there we go. Best villain music since One Winged Angel. I'm gonna die on that hill. Not saying either is better than the other, just that they're comparable. I think that's enough shading. I'll just add a little bit of highlight. Try to fix some of the... Oh, yeah, I should probably blend it a little too. Something doesn't look quite right. I think when I used to have this soundtrack on CD, and whenever I listened to it, I think once this song ended, I would hit back and listen to it again. I would always listen to it twice. It's so fucking good. Don't need too much in the way of highlight. Maybe a little bit back here. Looks pretty good, I think. I'm gonna take a little break and read the chat. Interesting you choose to have the moon crash into the Earth. One theory for how we got our moon is another planet crashed into ours and some of our planets split off and became our moon. That's interesting. That poor boy looks so confused. Yeah, as he would be. Maybe he's thinking I could swear I was wearing a t-shirt just a second ago. Whatever. One day earlier, we could have called this a Midsummer Night's stream. Aw. Missed it. The fantastic trading lasers with the Tom theme. Yeah. The first footage of Panzer Dragoon Saga we got was on a demo disc. It was the opening montage from the start of the game. It got me hyped as hell for the game. Yeah, it was a good. It's also a good like montage. It's good montage music. Her looks really good. Thank you. I mean, there wasn't a whole lot I could do with it since here it looks also like maybe he looks a little bit blurry here. I hadn't thought of that. Maybe he's a little bit blurry because he's closer to the camera and the one in the mirror is a little sharper. Hadn't thought of that. I just figured his hair was really soft because he's a little kid. Probably make this brush a lot smaller, huh? Excuse me again. God, have I really been streaming for almost an hour? Where the hell did the time go? Trying to ignore it and keep going, but that didn't work out. What am I doing? Oops, what am I doing? Oh. It's like putting shading on that side. That doesn't make sense. Maybe that's what I thought it looked like in the picture or something, but that was kind of dumb. dumb. I already had that color. Oh well. I don't know if this is gonna look good. I guess we'll find out. As per usual, I have no idea what I'm doing, just throwing shit at the wall to see what sticks. Oops, what did I just do? That didn't look right. Ah. Okay, let's see how that looks. Banish the marching ants. I think that works. Of course, you know, you also have to keep in mind that no one's going to be looking at it that close. Most people will probably see it at about maybe that size or even that size. I don't know exactly how this is going to display. I imagine people's hair would grow out a bit more due to the ongoing hardship and poverty resulting from the moon crash. Yeah, that too. The time always unfortunately seems to fly in these streams, or strams. Yeah, it's true. I like playing Guess the Scene from the soundtrack. I think we just got to the bit where Edge was spotted and captured by the Empire. Yeah, that sounds right. Sort of reminds me of that slightly creepy scene from Ghostbusters 2 where Janos visits Dana after the blackout and then walks down the dark corridor with glowy torch eyes. I don't remember that bit. I haven't seen Ghostbusters 2 that many times. You often tend to go by intuition and the result is always really good. Thank you. Yeah, that does seem to be how it goes. I always think about the when I did the Shark Guardian in Abadox. I had no fucking clue what I was doing with that picture. It's nothing short of a miracle that it worked out. Okay, let's color this kid's shirt and then I'll be done. It'll be interesting to see how far into this I get. I hope I at least finish the first two. I don't know, that might be too much to hope for. We're in Zoa now. I can't remember. I think this is the district. Which district is this? Not the Holy District, but whatever the other one's called. I can't think of it right now. is going to be interesting because I'm going to have to color these two versions of the shirt differently. I love the way you transformed the Guardian Shark's Frankfurter into internal organs. The shadows were really convincing. Yeah, Liberal District, thank you. It was on the tip of my tongue. Damn, where is everybody today? Like, I'm pretty sure, I imagine Artie's still around. He's probably just busy with his thing, and Living Corpse is probably around too. He just hasn't been. Yeah, he is. Living Corpse is probably still around and just not posting, but look, there's usually a few people like in the chat. Oh yeah, Oblivious. Yeah, he's another one I figured was probably still around and just not saying much. A bit of a delay, yeah. They made some kind of directed energy gun for drilling. Yeah, it's always nice when Obi makes it. If I try to mimic all the creases in this kid's shirt, I am going to be here all fucking day. I need to not worry about it so much. I get into this mode, you know, where if I'm using an image for a reference, I'll want to copy it as closely as I can, and it's like I don't even think about the fact that I'm the only one who's ever going to see it, you know? No one else is going to be looking at the other image and being like, oh, she forgot to add this part. Like, and as obvious as that is, it's just something I'd sort of forget about when I'm actually doing the coloring or shading, I guess. Whatever, same diff. That said, I still worry about these folds looking unnatural somehow, but I guess they look all right. I feel like I could have made this kid's shirt a little more colorful, but I think I was going for kind of a I didn't want things to get too colorful too soon. Excuse me, because we're still in the point where humans are still dealing with some hardships and such. Anyway, I didn't think things should be too happy and colorful just yet. This is what I was getting at. I think I trailed off, but that's what I was trying to say just now. Yeah, this image is a little more colorful. I tried to keep the colors still a little bit subdued just because there's so many of them. I didn't want it to be too, I don't know, garish or whatever. All right, get caught up on the chat really quick. Not that there's much. There's Flash. All right, we got one more regular. Quite a few of the usual suspects haven't shown up yet. I guess you're right. Oh, so in real life they made some kind of direct energy gun for drilling? Interesting. By the way, it's Falkor with a C, not a K. Falkor with the K is the luck dragon in Neverending Story. Very different character. At least you're not having to currently shade Falkor's feathers in. Oh my god, that was such a pain in the ass. Falkor was a bitch to fucking shade. Looks pretty much like your average bog standard sweater. I'm not sure if that's a typo or if I just have not heard that term. Relaxing Uru theme, yeah. Uru music was nice. I'm doing pretty good, Flash. I hope you are too. We were supposed to get haircuts today, but it's fucking 100 degrees outside, so we went, fuck that. It can wait. Lately, every time I've seen an art stream lately, I get the same anxiety a number of the artists have about the layers. Oh, you're having anxiety over all my layers. I know, I have a ridiculous amount of layers. And I try to, like, keep it to a minimum, believe it or not. Like, I think for these guys, I think I'm on the wrong layer. I think I have... like, oh, this is a better way to do it. Yeah, like all of their skin colors are on one layer and all of their clothes are on one layer. So like I really did try to keep it to a minimum. Of course, a lot of the layers are like the text. There's no reason why I couldn't flatten these, but I always worry that maybe I missed a typo or something and it'd be a pain to fix if I had, you know. You are pretty cool, Special Iron. I know I can't see the full thing, but this looks pretty good. Oh, thank you. Right. Let me zoom out. Sorry, I forget sometimes that you all can't see the whole thing. So here's the, well, let me zoom all the way out for a second. Here's the whole page. I don't know if you're able to read the text, but I'll let you read it on your own if you can. It's summer, people are busy getting skin cancer and abusing cold alcohol and having a life and all that. Yeah, that's true. Asking about Special Iron spare heads is funny because, of course, Styx did it earlier because he always does. Wondered about the spelling. Bog standard is just an expression that means normal or standard. Oh, okay, maybe it's a UK thing. Oh, hi George. I'll get to your comment in a second. I think it's cool we've reached a point where we can use ions or plasma to make satellites fly in space and maybe close to getting planes to fly in atmosphere by just magnetizing the air. That's interesting. Bog standard is a British phase. Okay, means ordinary or basic. Okay. uh, good morning. Oh dear, I'm not meant to be awake for 2 more hours. Oh, that's right. You didn't show up at the very end of the stream this time. What exactly are the guys in the bottom panel doing? They're looking at these footsteps. That's going to be more obvious once I, there we go. These footsteps that are, you know, somewhat cat-like and somewhat human-looking. I don't watch football, but I've been hearing some complaints about how England is playing, to put it mildly. I don't watch football either. I've been permanently put off football because a lot of my family members were football fans, and I had to put up with my parents watching football all the time when I was a kid, and it was always preempting my shows. And I've just developed this negative, you know, what's the word I'm looking for? A negative connection? Not connection. Whatever. You get the idea. Connotation? No, that's not the word. Ah, here we go. Castlevania Bloodlines. It's winter down here, which means shoveling frost off my car this morning. That's so weird that it's the winter in the other half of the... It's just weird to think that. I'm sometimes amused that Styx often talks to me like I'm actually Crichton. I only have myself to blame, really. Yeah, it's kind of an amusing running gag, I guess. I guess connotation is the right... No, I don't think connotation... It doesn't matter. Football, the one with the pucks or the clubs. You know, I always like to... I have a scene from Alien Nation clipped where Matt's talking to George about football, and he says, "Oh, that's the game with the little pointy ball." Every year when the Super Bowl is on, I always post that in Twitter. Was it the game with the little pointy ball? Cannonballation, that's it. Summer weather finally showed itself in the UK this year. We've been very British and rainy lately. Yeah, it's been like warming up here a lot. It's been in the 80s and 90s, and like this weekend it's just straight up in the hundreds. Actually, it was in the hundreds, I think, last week during the days I was in the office. That wasn't fun. I heard the Konami theme and momentarily thought it was a sound effect from Knights. I could see that, I guess. Anytime I've ever heard people talking about football, they're usually complaining about England's team, whether it's warranted or not. I have no idea. I just realized when you guys said football, you probably meant like what we call soccer. I hear football, I immediately think American football. It's hot and humid here in DC, and my tiny AC is not handling well. We tend to get the pointy ball line. That's cute, yeah. Yeah, that took me way too long to figure out that you meant soccer. Oh well. For the record, all that time I said football, just now I meant American football. I was being an American, sorry. Okay. The downside to hearing this music is that it always makes me think of that time when I tried to stream Castlevania Bloodlines and I got so frustrated. The game's fucking hard, man. I did not remember it being that hard. Speaking of frustrating, I'm glad that like people are kind of coming around and appreciating Castlevania Bloodlines a little more now. Because when it came out, all anyone would talk about was how it's not as good as this Super Nintendo one that came out around the same time. And like, they're two different games, man. There's room for both. Okay. Someone was just honking a lot. Do 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 do. Thanks for the hearts. Probably special iron. Man, the traffic's loud out there today. Actually, why do I have that like that? Why aren't I using a fuzzier brush? Oops, that's supposed to be skin right there. I better fix that. I'm not going to do it right now, but yeah, I better go and fix that. I hope I remember. But yeah, Castlevania Bloodlines is a really good game on its own. It's annoying that all of our people could talk about was, at the time, was compare it to the NES game, the SNES game that came out around the same time. I see hearts in the corner of my eye again. The folds on this kid's shirt look a little weird. I don't know if I should have necessarily tried to be accurate with that. I love this music and this level. It's a pain in the butt because it's one of those where you can fall into the water and die, but it's really pretty. Excuse me. There should be some kind of shading or something right here, but the original one doesn't have that, and I don't know how I would even add it. God damn it, the back of my right shoulder keeps itching. It's so annoying. Okay, so how do I, well, I guess the best way to do this would just be to go to the skin layer. Let me hide that for a minute. I guess I'll just figure out what color. I guess it would be the darkest color. Oh, this is the level with the fucking harpies. pain in the ass, but I do like it when I can knock their heads off. Okay. Skin, shirt, delete, there we go. Ah, there we go. Stop selecting shit. Okay, I think I'm done with this panel, or I should be. Yeah, it looks pretty good. Yay! This one's gonna be a bitch with all those little details. Maybe not, maybe it won't be that bad. Pointy ball sounds painful. Talking temps, it's about 39 Fahrenheit 4 Celsius here. Wow. It's also the start of sunrise. Now I remember that short film from The Simpsons, Hans Moleman in Man Being Hit by a Football. Cool glow effects on the eyes, thank you. How dare you be your own nationality in your own country, in your own live stream at this time of year, at this time of day. Steamed hams, oh God. Steamed hams is one of those memes that I just don't quite get, but like, at least it's a harmless one. A game you dislike doesn't magically make the games you love cease to exist. They're still there. Go replay them. I think I get what point you're trying to make there. Well, since we know about your opinion on American football now, how do you feel about the other football? I don't know. I've never had any interest in watching it or playing it, so I don't know. Soccer isn't really that big a deal in the US, so... I guess it's unintrusive. Like, I don't have my favorite shows preempted by soccer games or anything. Wasn't me that time, but have a few more hearts anyway. Oh, thanks for the hearts, Flash. It's too bad I can't see who's sending them. That's like not a great setup. One of the videos in my sidebar right now is Dina's announcement that she has an Etsy store. Yeah, I was trying to push my store for a little while when I was really hard up for money. I'm not doing it so much these days. I still have my Etsy store though. I'm still doing paintings. I'm just a little less aggressive about it. Is the boy on the left a robot just going off the glowing eyes and fingers? Oh, you don't know my backstory here? Basically, these people evolved from humans, and this is kind of the midpoint. I guess not as complicated as I thought. These people are kind of in a transitionary phase too, because I gave them all like normal skin colors more or less, but they've got the metal going on. And then by the time you get to these guys, it's like this guy's silver and this guy's purple. After a certain point, they don't have like normal skin colors anymore. Or I guess maybe some of them could, but I don't imagine them having them. I have the next 2 days off, might go see my folks at some point, and that's cool. The idea is that humanity is slowly becoming robotic as time passes. Yeah, somewhat. They never like stop being human though. They're more like, I tend to use the term cyborg even though it's not really accurate. They're organic, but they have metallic skin basically. And the cats are watching and thinking, hold my beer. Yeah, exactly. Dean, I think I'm done with this panel. Wait, I just thought of something I could add. Yep. It's story of my life. Imagine being this kid and wondering what the hell what must be going through his mind. Food alert, I was in a country town recently to hike Mount Cannibal. Wow. and found an orchard cafe slash grocery nearby for lunch. I bought fig jam, and they make themselves, and it's lovely fig jam. That sounds interesting. Mount Cannibal, yeah, that's a name. Can't help but think there's a story behind that. Oh, I think I'm gonna go to the bathroom in a second. Let me get caught up on chat really quick. I've only got a half an hour to go, but I don't think I can hold it that long. An apple cinnamon loaf. Oh, that sounds good. Like raisin bread, but with apples. Oh man, stop making me crave bread. I'm on a low carb diet. Not really a diet, more than I'm just trying to change how I eat, but yeah. It's easier to just say I'm a low carb diet. Steamed hams is such a fun and popular meme and harmless, as you say, so it's fun to reference every now and then. Yeah. If I'm not seeing it too often, it can kind of tickle me when it pops up, just because, like, if it's unexpected. Also, Cannibal Creek nearby, which happens to have a vineyard of the same name. Oh, the hearts were from George. Thank you. I'll be honest, I wish that soccer was a little less intrusive over here. Oh, well, not like I have to actually watch it, yeah. Origin of the Cybercats, yeah. Well, not... This is the origin of humans, basically, or not origin of humans, but the origin of Falcor's race. And this is going to lead up to them being confronted by the cat people who they didn't realize were around until then. We have a potential new game slowly brewing here. Guess the heart-shaped sender. Or the heart sender. I don't know why I said heart-shaped. Yeah, you can't escape from football/soccer in the UK when it's on. It's everywhere. I imagine it's kind of the same when American football is on, or would it be more baseball? Kind of both. I think football is more popular here than baseball. Cybernetic, but not quite in the Borg way, yeah. Would you rather have steamed hams or green eggs and ham? Good question. Green eggs and ham just sounds wrong. Yeah. I get the moral of the story, but eggs and ham should not be green. Yeah, that guy has a good reason not to eat them. Okay, I'll be right back. I guess I'll put an ad on. Be right back. Think. Give it Soul some pets for a second. I have an image of the people running into the cats only for them to say, "Surprise, humans." Oh, God. I don't judge. I point and laugh sometimes, but I don't judge. Friends' cats were once again surprised at my presence yesterday, but more welcoming. Translation, they didn't bite. That's good. Step in the right direction. Oh yeah, I'll show you the image that I used for reference for this picture. Thought I did a pretty good job of like making it my own. Oops, did I not save it? No, I'm sure I saved it. There it is. I just didn't come up right away. Yeah, here's what the original image looked like. Just people in business attire. I Googled like group of people looking at the camera or something, and I wasn't expecting them to look so badass. And first I wasn't going to use it, and I'm like, why not? So I made their poses a little more comic booky. I feel like maybe this guy's head's too big, but it's already been drawn. Can't go back and change it. I think I will keep this up as reference for the shading a little bit. The original description of this said that they were supposed to be, where is it? Let's see. I got the script right in front of me. It's actually printed out. Let's see. Where is it? Shadowy image of the newly evolved biomans with their piercing glowing eyes staring out at the reader. Actually, it doesn't say they were in the darkness. Well, shadowy image. There you go. So yeah, they don't look too shadowy, but I don't know. I'll try to make them look a little, maybe heavily shaded and a little darker. As we're on the food conversation, what's everyone been enjoying lately? I had some sushi yesterday. I'm still new to and exploring sushi, but I'm liking it. Yeah, Lee is in a similar position. He also kind of recently-ish discovered sushi, and he likes it a lot. I have not tried it yet. I can't imagine I'll like it, but you never know. I don't like cooked fish. I have a hard time feeling that I would like raw fish, but who knows. One thing I discovered is, and I've tried it a few times and it's really good. I like to take Greek yogurt and I add almond flour, either protein powder or pudding mix, and just whatever other flavors you want to add to it, and the result is kind of like cookie dough. Not really, but it's a little bit reminiscent of cookie dough. I've been having it for breakfast on Sundays. Add chocolate chips to it, sugar-free. I use sugar-free versions of everything, for the record. It's almost like a dessert for breakfast kind of thing. There's a cat who lives across the road from me who loves attention. He'll rip your fingers. Nip your fingers. I was going to say rip your fingers out. Not that I thought you meant it literally. I thought it was like a exaggeration. He'll nip your fingers from time to time, but it's purely affectionate. He'll often lick them afterwards. That's cute. Soul has a tendency to like chomp on my arm. I don't know what it is, but I can tell by the way he's doing it affectionately. I'm not sure how he thinks it's affectionate, but that seems to be his, intention. Yeah, Soul's doing better. For anyone who wasn't who's not in the Discord, like a couple weeks ago, Soul was just acting kind of weird, like he wasn't feeling well. And he ended up peeing himself, and it scared the crap out of me because he's not normally, he's not normally incontinent or anything. So, and Lee wasn't home at the time, and I don't drive, which is something I need to work on, but I don't drive, so I had to take a freaking Uber to take him to the emergency vet, and they checked him out, and he was fine. So I don't know what his problem was, but my theory is that he was just being a big fucking drama queen, because he does that sometimes. He is a huge baby. But the worry was that he had some kind of obstruction or something, and you know that could be really bad. But nope, they didn't find anything wrong with him. It's a fucking cat. But yeah, Soul's fine. Within a couple days, he was totally fine. When you come home to Soul and Tara, do they come and greet you for pets, or do they glare at you as if to say, where have you been? Closer to the first one, they don't always like immediately come up to me, but they kind of like, you know, in a subtle cat way, they let me know that they're happy I'm home. Like, Soul's usually laying on the bed, and he'll kind of like look at me like he wants me to come over and pet him, and after I sit down, Tara will come along and rub on my legs. Yeah, Soul's fine. Apparently he was always fine. He's just a big fucking drama queen. That's my, like I said, that's my theory. Is this guy's face a different color than the rest of him? I don't want to lose the color I just created, but... Huh. I guess at some point I just decided to, like, make his skin darker. So, alright. Can't tell me my comic isn't diverse enough. For some reason that pic reminds me of those pics, like the cast of IT TV series where someone jokes that it made them look like a legal firm where one associate likes to dress like a clown. Oh, It! I thought you meant like the It crowd or whatever. Yeah. I've seen that. That's funny. Tell you what I'm not enjoying, TGI Fridays. Had them last Tuesday evening. Woke up at 5:45 a.m. to vomit and couldn't eat anything else until 39 hours out. Oh man, food poisoning? That sucks. I don't think I've ever had food poisoning from a restaurant that I remember. You can get sushi with other things too. That's true, there is like such a thing as vegetarian sushi. Oh, I didn't know they made it out of chicken. That's neat. That's true, it's not just fish, I guess. Aforementioned toast and jam is excellent. Cool. Rip your fingers, is that the new Jigsaw? Oh god. Rip your fingers. Wow, Special Iron, how are you imagining to type these messages? I remember when I worked Subway years ago and baking cookies, I used to leave a cookie on top of a hot surface and let it defrost and then eat it. Oh yeah, cookies are really good when they're heated. No wonder I keep making so many typos. Good to know he was alright at least, yeah. Yeah, I'm also glad Soul is okay. Imagine Soul glaring at you now as if to say, I'm not a drama queen. My sister's greyhounds are quite subtle when I show up, jumping about. Are quite subtle when I show up, jumping about for joy, contorting their bodies while springing, wagging their tails, and not letting me move till I've pet them. You know, subtle. It took me a second to realize you were being sarcastic. I thought that was a typo or something. Technically, how much you like sushi is kind of dependent on how much you like rice. Then if the raw fish puts you off, look for other options. Yeah, that makes sense. Hmm. Yeah, how shiny do I want to make them? I only just thought of that. Well, I guess pretty shiny, but maybe not as shiny as they're eventually going to be. It's looking pretty good. It looks sort of metallic, but not entirely. He might even look a little bit plasticky, but that's okay. There we go. I'll actually even use that color for, oh, that's actually not as dark as the color I was just using. Interesting. Oops, I ran out of music. Hang on a second. Let me get to a good stopping point here. This dude is very dark. I think that looks pretty good. Oops. Hang on a second. I just noticed a little minor. There we go. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. I think that'll do. Excuse me. They haven't completely evolved yet, so they don't look totally metallic. Oops, I forgot to mark where I left off at on the chat. There we go. Soul is a good boy, Tara's a good girl. Dramatic or not, these are facts, indeed. I like some fish sushi, but I'm not particularly fond of tuna. Interesting. Odie is not quiet when you come back either. It's a bit It's a big barking fest with the tail wags and looking for pets, and he'll bark more if you don't pet him because your hands are full. Oh God, howling may be involved. Yeah, dogs are a lot less subtle than cats. I am not a drama queen, I'm a drama king, for I reign supreme. I'm a drama chonk, I'll have you know. There you go. Crab sushi is nice, and there's always vegetarian with avocado, cucumber, and carrot. That's what I usually notice in the veggie option. He has bad separation anxiety. On the bright side, though, there's nothing better than coming home and seeing how happy your dog is that you're back. Yeah, that is one thing that's nice about dogs. With cats, you just kind of have to understand that they express themselves differently. I like that it looks like a group photo. Yeah, it does kind of. The future of motivational office pics. Oh, thanks, Flash. Yeah, it's special when your pet loves you. That's the biggest joy and privilege of having pets, indeed. The lady with the green eyes reminds me of a Metroid character for some reason. He might look a bit plasticky. Reminds me of the cat line. I was asleep, okay, and then the next thing I know, Plastic Percy here puts a sponge on my face and out go the lights. Dina, I thought I was getting cats. I got drama queens instead. Poor Crichton can only respond miserably with, "It was an order." The lady in the pink dress didn't get the memo that they're going to be folding their arms for their photo. She's a rebel. Well, the guy in the back presumably has his hands on his hips. You can't really see his arms too well. I think my cat has melted. They tend to do that. She's standing there in the middle of the group observing everyone else's enthusiasm and thinking, well, really? What if my pet wants me dead? Hopefully not. Guy on the left, my chest is shiny. I went for like vaguely Egyptian looking costumes for some reason. Just because I like Falcor, you know, before he becomes Falcor, he looks kind of like medieval. His outfit is kind of medieval looking, so I was trying to go like earlier than medieval, so I'm like, Egyptian. Whoops. Let's try zero tolerance. I have a zero tolerance policy. There we go. Oh, I forgot I was going to put more music, wasn't I? No. Oh, I think I'm a little tired of Echo. Just for now. What's that one? Oh, that's Batman, isn't it? There we go. Pick's a weird one to start with, but okay. Well, shit, I gotta stop in like 7 minutes, give or take. God, I feel like I've only been streaming for like 5 minutes. I don't know, maybe I should go over time. Oops. I forgot about that part. There we go. I guess I'll keep streaming until I get tired, or if I have to go to the bathroom or something. That'll be my signal to quit. We'll see, though. I reserve the right to change my mind. Oh, yeah, you know, I forgot to select a couple other things, actually. There we go. God, it's like I forgot where the dark areas on their face are. Although there's one little thing I gotta fix here. This should be pretty easy to fix, actually. Yeah. Since this is all on the same level, that makes it a little more convenient. Same level, same layer is what I meant to say. Yeah, I don't like these hard lines. They don't look quite right. Nope. Almost didn't notice that one. There, that's the song that should have played first. Oops, I'm seeing some little errors in the line work I should have fixed, but I can do that later. Someone mentioned daddy milkers. I wondered when that was going to come up. The guy in the back is probably Kryptonian. Oh, because of the red eyes. Originally, I was going to try to give them more natural colors for their eyes, but I kind of, you know, there's only 3 eye colors, so I wanted to vary them a bit more. And also, brown isn't really a good glowy color, so I went with yellow instead of brown. And then for the guy in the back, I was just like, oh, fuck it, I'll just go with red. There's times when you'll think your pet is really smart, and they'll do something really stupid and make you question said intelligence. Yep. Artie's chanting Echo. Dina, I'm a little tired of Echo Special Iron Betrayal. A shame, because Echo isn't tired of you. There's a line missing from the pic with your powers combined. Could always do a longer stream if you have no prior engagements. Yeah, exactly. I guess I'll do that. Everyone quickly talk a lot. Aforementioned friends' cats, one of them has a habit of always jumping on their TARDIS and then kitchen sink to explore their TARDIS. Oh, like a little, like, shelter thingy. It looks like a TARDIS. The kitchen sink to explore, especially when food is being made, treating each removal as a challenge. Echo was just polishing the stars on his face, ready for his music, and now all he can think is, hey. Probably get lost in the layers if I were to open this file, yeah. I almost do. You underestimate our talking abilities. After stream, I'm going back to bed for 1 whole hour. I don't mind the stream going on a bit longer, particularly as I missed the first few minutes, yeah. He's staring straight into my soul. What sushi does Lee like? I don't know. Regular sushi, I guess? He shrugged. So yeah, whatever the most common is, I guess. Being vegoed. Can't wait to get pizza and watch Doctor Who season finale. Pizza sounds good. I'm probably gonna have some on the 4th. Looking forward to that. Yeah, brown just doesn't work for glowing. Notice there's never brown lasers in fiction. Yeah. I figured yellow was the nearest thing, so I gave the 2 characters who were supposed to look black, I gave them yellow eyes. Do Soul or Terra ever get their heads stuck inside things? That's a very cat thing I see a lot. I don't recall them ever doing that. Oh, there we go. Lisa's the ones without avocado. He has a bias against avocado. Said TARDIS is a full-sized replica. Oh, okay. Just happens to be next to the sink. I imagined it was some little cat shelter thing. I could tell Lisa once sending the hearts because I hear the clicking on the other side of the room. Oh, that's funny. Full-size replica and it's bigger on the inside. Another very cat thing I see a lot is cats knocking things off of tables for whatever reason. Oh yeah, they love to do that. What are those? I guess those are embarrassed emojis or shocked emojis, I guess. Usually there's just hearts. Alright. Let me... Like I said, I don't know how much I'm gonna do here, but we'll just see. Wait, shift, not control. There we are. Lee discovers the joys of the emoji switch. Hearts, they look like hearts to you. Oh, thanks, George. It's finally starting to look like a comic book, not a series of drawings of like regular people doing common shit. Well, there were some outer space shots, so it wasn't entirely that, but yeah. I think this lady looks cute with her big eyes. The one in the original drawing, or the original picture, had kind of big eyes, so I was trying to... Actually tried to make it look like her a little bit. Not exactly, but... Oops, wrong color. Oh, switch! What the fuck? There we go. It's a little hard to make her dark because she's in the foreground. I feel like I can't add too much shading to her. So I don't know if they're going to look all that shadowy in the end. Put a little suggestion of cleavage there, not too much. What am I looking for? There we go. Ah. Here's the music I used as my theme song for exactly one video. I'll just leave that arm unhighlighted. That works, I think. Let's see, do I need to blend that more, or is it fine the way it is? No, it's fine the way it is. Okay. Third person from the left is done. I just got like, or second person from the left. Why did I say third? Wait, no, she's not. I forgot. I gotta do the darker parts on her. Bink. Oh, I already got that. Bink. There we go. That should be everything. I'll get caught up on the chat in a minute. Oh, got his claws catching on the blanket. He always does that. Just take all the shading out from that spot. Forgot about her. These smaller areas. And that's it. Let me just soften these hard lines here. Slipped there, but it worked out. Okay. Oh, I forgot one. I forgot a couple actually. And actually, what the fuck is that all about? I don't know what that was. Okay, that should do it. Ah. Oh, hi, Death's Head. Did you miss the entire stream? Not quite. You would have, but I'm going over time because time went by so fast and I didn't get to finish the second panel. I probably won't end up finishing it today, but I'm going to try to at least get some more done. I saw one video where someone was voicing over their cat and told the story of how the cat's servants went on an unauthorized vacation and abandoned him with his dog brother and grandma. It's cute. Lady in Red. I'm going for the chrome look currently. Zinc is so last year. Oh my god. Regarding the red-eyed guy, I think that hairdo, I had that hairdo in 1997. Heck, that's also when I started towering over classmates' growth spurt. That's funny. Yeah, here's how that guy's hair looks in the original picture. It's a little hard to make out, so I just kind of simplified it. Completely blindsided by the stream? I always stream the same time every Saturday. Well, usually. Last couple weeks I didn't. A suggestion of cleavage there, not too much. Has sudden flashbacks of when we were watching the Shiba title page streams. I like the sash belts that a couple of them are wearing. Thank you. Like I said, I tried to make their outfits look vaguely Egyptian, but like not to the point where it would be distracting. Like I didn't put all the heavy Egyptian jewelry. Well, I mean, they're not pharaohs or anything anyway, so they wouldn't have them. But yeah, kind of like simplified Egyptian is sort of what I was going for with their costumes. A lot of tall people, apparently. Interesting. I was always the one asked to reach something on the high shelf or to reach the projector button. Remember when I went through a period of banging my head on low door frames? Wow. What are Sol and Tara's favorite ways to be petted, and what toys do they like to play with? They both like tummy rubs pretty well. Tara especially likes tummy rubs. She'll like call me over to her and get me to give her tummy rubs and tummy scritches. I'm not sure about Sol because he seems to like tolerate it more than enjoy it, so he doesn't purr that much. What toys do they like to play with? They have some these little mice that rattle, and they have little feather tails, you know, those kind of toys. Tara loves those. Sol doesn't really play much. Sometimes cats have a way of forgetting how claw retract works, yeah. Another cute video I saw recently was someone watching the raptor scene in the kitchen with the kids in Jurassic Park, and their dog was barking and growling at the kids and trying to protect them. That's so cute. More weird but true tales. Then yesterday's visit also involved an exploding hot sauce, probably because it was made with bourbon. Some of it splattered the ceiling. Wow. Nina sneaks up on us with her streams. The group are saying, yes, we're all metal now. Do we have a problem with that? That's right, we're metal now, is what they look like they're saying. I helped clean by just standing on my tiptoes and using cleaning wipes because you're 6'2". Ah. Wow. Streaming ninja. Strinja. Ah, it sounds like most of you guys are tall. I'm pretty much average height. I'm 5'5". I don't have Twitter, etc., so I just have to guess if she's streaming her usual day and if I'm awake. Yeah, that's the thing. Half the time you're asleep anyway, so. Especially with time zones change with daylight savings. Oh yeah, that affects it too. Yeah, I do try to mention on the server when I'm gonna stream. Looking at them and thinking of the friend theme. You know, there are 3 women and 3 men. Tina's 5'5" on the outside and 7 feet on the inside. Not sure how that works, but okay. I love how this is progressing. I know I make jokes about these drawings, but it's all in good fun. Oh, I know. Honestly intrigued by how the story is unfolding. Thank you. I get that that was a Time Lord reference. I'm just not sure how a person could be bigger on the inside. I don't even want to think of the connotations of that. That's interesting. I selected way more than I needed to for her skin color. I just realized this space right here could maybe be her arm. I don't know though. Because I don't know where her arm goes. I was worried about this being too busy, you know, so I try to leave out unnecessary things. So I guess maybe her arm is just out like that, but I don't know. That bothers me for some reason. Let me fix that. Oh, I see what's happening. It's because it selected that too. Well, or did it? No, it's moving, it's going around it. There, that feels a little better. Oh my god, there's that music that goes on too long. Okay, this should not be selected. I guess those colors are a little too similar to each other. Stupid Alien Crush tunes. I don't know what. They're all exactly 5 minutes and 5 seconds long, so it's like, for whatever reason, whoever captured these, like, had them loop until they were that length. And most of these songs do not need to be that long because they're way too repetitive. I really should have made the darker areas on her a lot darker. There's just not as much contrast as there should be. Oops. Well, a little too much there. Just saw some hearts from the corner of my eye. Thanks for the hearts, whoever's doing that. I can't really assume it's special iron anymore. Okay, almost done here. There we go. this song's going on a little too long. Oh, once again. Also, that looks a little wonky. There we go. That was probably not really noticeable, but I noticed it, so. Okay, we're getting there. Let me look at that from a little further away and see if it works well enough. Excuse me. I was wondering if maybe this needed a little more blending, but I think it's probably okay. The guy at the back could potentially be Ross. Oh, thanks, Flash. 3 men and 3 women. Plot twist, they're all part of one guy's harem. Yes, even the other 2 guys. And see, and then there's this one where it's like, it plays one time and then it's silence for the rest of the time frame. It's weird. These are all super short little tunes. There we go. Lady Dimitrescu is watching all us bragging about our heights and thinking, oh, please. Majin Buu from Dragon Ball is bigger on the inside, not even joking. Okay, take your word on that. I'm not even gonna read that out loud. 3 men and 3 women sharing a studio apartment in New York. The economy in the cyber future just keeps getting worse. But they're up to the challenge. Magic wand tool, I'm gonna do what I want. Yep, sometimes it does. Can't see her arms because she's considering doing bunny ears behind yellow cap and lady in red. Curse you, copyright. If not for you, Dina would be able to play Silent Hill music. I know, it'd be nice if I could do that. Yeah, Friends is pretty good. It's one of those harmless little shows. It's just cute. Tiredness is winning. I'm going back to sleep now while I still can before Sunday commitments. Okay, George, thanks for stopping by. Have a good nap. You're probably gone already. Okay, Death said, thanks for stopping by. Hopefully I can catch the next stream at the beginning. Yeah, hopefully I'll stream next week. We'll just see how it goes. Might be getting a haircut if it's not too hot. My sisters were pretty mad about Friends when it was on. I think my older sister is currently working through the DVDs again at the moment. Oh, pretty mad as in they liked it a lot. I'm like, what were they mad about? What an asshole Ross is. Friends, the one where they all become robots. I just saw some hearts from the corner of my eye. Dina's new catchphrase this stream. And then I saw a few more. Why doesn't Ross, the biggest of the friends, just eat the other friends? Is he stupid? What? That's a reference to something. What's that from? Is that a reference to something, or is it just reminding me of something? Could be anyone at this point. What have I unleashed? Hi, So. Bye, So. Just walked past me. My dad's sitcom is Only Fools and Horses. I feel like I've heard of that before, maybe. I'm sure it will resonate with all the Brits in the chat. I do like it myself. Name sounds familiar, but it might just be because it's a probably a common phrase. How you doing? I like how they all have different colored eyes, yeah. Thought it'd be cool if it was like that. Glowy eyes, now available in 5 fruit flavors. That reminds me of a guy I've been following on Facebook. He posts videos where he has an orange cat, and he posts videos of him holding his cat upside down and the cat's just chilling. It's so funny, but he always refers to him as like my orange flavored baby or my orange flavored son. It made me think of that. Like the Z Fighters literally have a fight inside Boo's body, okay. I have not seen that part of Dragon Ball Z. I just realized that George and Death's Head have left. Take care. Probably long gone. Now I know how Dina feels. Soul knew you were about to pick him up and show him to the camera, so he noped right away from you, yeah. I'm surprised he didn't stop by and like headbutt me in the leg. But oh well. That reminds me of Dina's response to the web in A Bond of Silk. One look at that and I would have just noped right out of there. Yup. I said the word nope a lot in that video. Only Fools and Horses is one of the most beloved sitcoms in the UK. It often wins the best British sitcom polls alongside Fawlty Towers. Interesting. The Boo Saga was really weird. Yeah, I definitely have not seen that. I know of it, of course, but my relationship with Dragon Ball Z is kind of spotty. Like I've seen some of it, but not all of it. Oh, this is going to be rough because there's not a lot of, oh, well, actually, that's selected pretty easily. Damn, this guy's pale. I was trying to vary their skin tones a lot. Which just makes things more difficult for me. But what are you gonna do? This is our first look at the Biomans. I thought they ought to look really cool and interesting. So hopefully I accomplished that. He's probably going to be the only one with actual white highlights. Actually, let me just make all of that dark except for that spot. I'll make that dark too. He's supposed to be in the background. Dark, relatively dark for him. Oh, not quite right white. Not quite white, but pretty close. Oh, that doesn't need to be that soft. Okay, that's enough of that song. I like it, but it doesn't need to loop that many times. There we go. That's weird. Did I make that the wrong color or something? I don't know why that didn't select. There we go. I need to get a better Alien Crush soundtrack. Almost forgot you, you little bitch. There we go. Whoops, that looks weird. Oh, that's an inking issue. I'll have to fix that later. Okay. Dina's most common reactions to spiders. Nope. Yep, pretty much. Could I be any more of a cyberhuman? Could I be any more of a cyberhuman? There we go. I knew I didn't read that right at first. Your love for Red Dwarf is a potential gateway for you enjoying other sitcoms. Just ignore all the comments criticizing your Americanness. Yeah. I like how different and diverse the group looks. Thank you. You know, I based them pretty heavily on how they looked here. I just kind of exaggerated and such. You always get assholes criticizing your nationality no matter what you say. Gets just gotta be git. Gets gotta be git, I suppose. Gets gotta be gits. Ugh, I don't know why I had trouble reading that. My brain is just weird now that we've zoomed in and focused on this guy. My brain is just thinking Rimmer. He does look a little bit Rimmerish. Doesn't quite have the hair, but almost if Rimmer's hair was straighter. Well, he did want a new body. I don't know if he wants to live in this world. Speaking of comedy shows, anyone here a fan of Whose Line Is It Anyway? I find myself coming back to it. I liked it like back when Drew Carey was the host, or is he still the host? I'm guessing he's not, but I haven't watched it in ages. Oh, thank you, Flash. I guess I'll keep going until I finish all their skin colors. That seems to be where I'm headed. And rather than wait until next week, I'll probably finish it tonight or something. And I don't know, we'll see. I don't know if I'll be continuing this in the next stream or not. It just depends on how badly I want to finish it. I don't know why, but I especially like how this lady turned out. She looks kind of badass. That does not need to be that big. She's looking a bit pink, but she's not necessarily meant to have a realistic skin tone. It's just meant to be reminiscent of a white person's skin. I still wonder if it's a little too pink. I don't know. We'll see. Hopefully Photoshop will let me undo it if I don't like the result. That song? Oh well. I'm not gonna worry about it. I think it did. I think it just played the same song twice in a row. That's random. Okay. Oops, almost forgot. Okay. Just one more to go. And the mighty light, more like the shiny sprite. That was a good line. I actually started watching the original series recently. They can be found on YouTube. Really? I can't post my fucking videos about Red Dwarf on YouTube, but people can upload whole episodes, I guess. Aisha Taylor hosts nowadays. I think she's pretty good. Didn't really watch the Drew era or the original British version, so I have nostalgia biased against the host anyway. Oh, don't have nostalgia biased. Guy in the yellow shirt sort of reminds me of Adam from Streets of Rage. That's funny. I don't think Lee has seen the color. Well, no, I showed it to him a little bit, but yeah, I apparently didn't make that connection. One thing's for sure, they all look ready to give the viewer the British knuckles. God damn it. And dang, would it hurt. Yep. They have like built-in brass knuckles. Sort of. Yeah, I think I'm ready to finish up this stream after I finish this part. I'm starting to feel a little burned out now. But I am glad I'm getting this part done. Oops. What is it playing now? It's jumping around. I wonder if I accidentally randomized it. Wait, no, it's not. Never mind. I'm being dumb. Oh, this is what is this? Oh, that's right. The next one is Demon Crush. Guess I just didn't recognize that particular tune. What the fuck is that? What are these tunes? Maybe I just haven't played Demon Crush in a really long time and I've forgotten what the music sounds like. Pretty sure I'm not having audio problems again. Oops, wrong tool. There we go. Are there any tunes I recognize in this group? Oh, fine, I'll just fucking play Echo, I guess. Can't do that with my pen. I don't know what this fucking music is. That's weird. Oh, here, I'll go with Echo too. There, you happy, Special Iron? I played Echo. That looks weird. I don't know why I did that way. There we go. Oh, I forgot something. Forgot to get the bridge of his nose. I forgot to make them look shadowy at some point. Whoops. What's the writer gonna do? Complain? Smaller. Oops. There we go. Oh, wait a minute. Forgot about the lip there. Oh. Oh, that's not gonna, I'm not gonna be able to affect that until I color the hair. All right. Freaking done. There we go. Here, let me zoom all the way out so we can see what I accomplished today. Oh. Oh yeah, I also couldn't make any of their eyes purple because the background was purple and it just looked weird. Like their eyes were transparent and you could see the background behind them or something. It just didn't look right. I did try giving one of them violet eyes though. I don't remember which one it was gonna be. Maybe this guy. What was my childhood cartoon growing up? Oh, Transformers. Hi, Brandon. Well, there was a bunch of them, but Transformers is the one that always jumps to mind. Can you imagine a fist fight between this group? Clang, 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 clang. Oh yeah, I watched Scooby-Doo when I was really little. It's not one of those shows that really stuck with me, though. I don't really get everyone's love for Scooby-Doo, but to each their own. Yeah, I thought Brandon's name seemed familiar. My daughter used to watch the more recent series they made. I'm just glad they finally had the sense to ditch Scrappy. Yeah, Scrappy hasn't been around in a while. Unforgettable. Scrappy was overhated. I disagree. Actual series attempt at bringing him back and trying to make his personality a bit more endearing. Well, hello, Tara. Speaking of Tara rubbing on my legs. I don't know, Scrappy was a pretty bad character. I don't think he's overhated. Not that he couldn't be made likable, though. I'm sure there's a way to do that. Oh, fine, I will just play fucking Echo again, Dina 2024. Yeah, Echo 2 had an even better soundtrack than Echo 1. I fought an entire alien race for you people, and this is the appreciation I get. I like how shiny he looks, thank you. Yeah, like I said, I'm trying to make them look shiny, but not quite metallic yet. So I could have gone even further with the... I could have gone with even more contrast with the shading and highlights, but I decided to tone it down a little. It looks really good for very shiny. Thanks, Flash. That's why I love watching these art streams, the end result slowly asserting itself, yeah. It must be interesting from your guys' perspective, because you don't really know what I'm going to do. You can only just watch it play out. But you made the kid's eyes blue and he has a blue background. That's true. For him it worked for some reason, but for these guys it didn't. Maybe because there's more white in this kid's eyes. I don't know. Guy in the back with the red eyes was really Rimmer, just as I suspected. Favorite cartoon amongst me and my siblings when I was little was the Dungeons and Dragons cartoon. I remember that existed. I don't think I ever watched it. Thinking, what am I doing here with all these Gimboids? You metal goit. No, you metal goit. You're all metal goits. I'm surrounded by metal goits. Falcor, you're a goit. I'm a what? Sometimes, you know, I'm always calling my cats butts, and sometimes I'll say, I'm surrounded by butts. Holly, you're a butt. I'm what? Guardian Shark was a good example, thank you. I don't think I know anyone who actually watched My Little Pony Friendship is Magic as a kid. Well, I mean, that person would have to be like 10 to 20 years old, maybe? How long ago did that show end? It feels like it wasn't that long ago, but it probably was. I wish I could finish more of this, but like I said, I am getting a little burned out. So I definitely need a break. I'll probably, like I said, I'll probably work on it more tonight, and I may or may not color this one next week. We'll see. I don't know. I might feel like I need a break from this soon. It is burning me out a little bit. That coloring all the little details on these guys was a big pain. I always call my cats butts, and sometimes I'll say I'm surrounded by butts, Dina 2024. Now you have to draw that guy with the Helen Shapiro hair saying, and I look like a complete and total tit. That line caught me off, so caught me off guard. I think I laughed until I couldn't breathe. And I look like a complete and total tit. My Little Pony ended in 2019. Okay. And yet it feels like it's longer ago than that. Weird. So let's say someone was 5 when it came to an end. They'd be like 10 now. Yeah, I was sort of right. Look forward to seeing the final result when it's released. Thank you. Okay, you guys. Thanks for joining me. I always appreciate you guys coming to my art streams. I'm actually surprised it gets as much. Well, it probably doesn't really get that many viewers. It's just that the chat's always really active, but I still appreciate it. It does say 68 views. Interesting. Only like 13 at a time, though. I think that's 68 in all. I don't know how to read this stupid thing. Apparently it was one of Danny John Jules' favorite lines as well. Oh, that's funny. Chris's delivery. Yeah, it was so funny. I saw someone take the Tomb Raider film and put that line in there with the butler saying that he was going to make Laura look like a complete and total tit. That's funny. Oh, thanks for the stream. I think you made a good progress with these panels tonight. Thank you. I wish progress went a little faster, but you know, it is what it is. I don't know why I think I can color a whole page in 2 hours. That's not very realistic, but I always think I can for some reason. Reminds me of a meme I saw recently. I admire the British ability to turn any word into an insult by putting the word absolute in front of it. Oh, hi Ashtray. Yeah, you're very late. I'm in the process of winding down here. Sorry I won't be able to be on time for them all. Summer can be a real bummer. You're a poet, didn't know it. Yeah, it happens. Okay, everybody, I'll hopefully be back next week. There's a chance I might not. I keep meaning to get a haircut, and I can only do it on the weekends, and Saturday's better than Sunday for me, so it just depends on when it ends up happening and like what time of day. Yeah, thanks for stopping by to say hi, Ashtray. Yeah, better late than never. So yeah, enjoy the rest of your weekend. Hopefully I'll be back next week, but there's a chance I won't be. So yeah, I gotta remember. How'd you turn this thing off then? I think the YouTube button. Hope you have a great experience with your hairdresser. Thank you. Yeah, at least you showed up. Paige also looks great. Thank you. Okay, so yeah, have a great rest of your weekend. I'll see you next week. Hopefully, possibly not. If not, weekend after next should be. So, bye.